So if you don't mind, I would like to play last work and with some other techniques, more modern techniques. And then if you have any questions, so I will try to answer them. I don't know yet which piece I would like to play. Maybe this one. I think it's number 5. Yes, it's number 5 on the CD, because I will play with a playback tape. It's a composer called Michel Redolfi, who studied in San Diego University. He's French, but he invented a way to compose underwater music. So subaquatic music. So to listen to his music, you have to go in a swimming pool and you can listen to it. He has invented special loudspeakers to play under the sea or in the swimming pool. So maybe we can open the... And he used these instruments a lot because the frequencies are... there is not a large range of frequencies that you can hear underwater, and the glass harmonica is perfectly well. It uses water, and you can listen to it very well, very precisely in the water. So that's a work he has composed, which is about 4 minutes with glass harmonica pre-recorded. You will also listen to fishes eating corals, yes, in Australia, recorded there. It's kind of very something like that. And the glass harmonica, but transformed with electronic and so on. So, number 5. Thank you. So as you can see, it works perfectly well with screen and with images, and so I'm invited very often to play with rock bands. I played here in the Amundsen a few years ago in a production called The Black Rider by Tom Waits. I used this instrument and another one called the Onde Marteneau, French electric instrument that I also play. Had the opportunity to play with Gorillaz, Radiohead and many other bands like that. And also recently for a movie that you have maybe seen, it's an American movie called Prisoners with Hugh Jackman, and also with very famous band, French, yes, who won 5 Grammy Awards this year. People with helmet on the Daft Punk that you might maybe heard of. So I play on the last album of Daft Punk, who was Grammy, and so on and so on. So. And also, oh yes, 2 weeks ago I've recorded an advertisement for an American company called Remax. You know Remax? It's houses and things like that. So I think it will be on screen very soon. So, but I did it in my little village. I live in a little village east of France, so the people came to me and we have recorded at home, so it's very cool. So, and now I'm here today with you, and if you have any question, I will be very happy to answer you. Yes?
What you just played for us, there was some narration, and
yes.
I noticed your lips weren't moving. So, excuse me for asking, all the other sounds besides that narration, that was all coming live?
No, not only. There was also the glass harmonica was pre-recorded and transferred electronically by the composer in his studio, and also what we call in music concrete, not concrete like on the floor, but it's come from musique concrète. Music was invented in the 50s, so we used natural sounds mixed together, and also electronic sounds mixed with them. So, and the comedian was a French comedian whose name is Michael Lonsdale. He's very famous in Europe, and he also played in a James Bond movie a few years ago. And it's around science fiction book from the 90s, written by Jules Verne. Maybe you have heard about him. I don't know. He's very famous here. So Jules Verne. It's a question of submarine under the sea. I don't know the name in English. In French, it's 20 milieux sous les mers. Yes. And so it was some excerpts of this book, and everything is based on this story. Well, I studied the Onde Marteneau in Paris Conservatory with the sister-in-law from Olivier Messiaen, who was the most famous player of the Onde Marteneau, and Messiaen used a lot this instrument in many works. And one of our teachers decided to put a recording and asked us, it was an analysis, musical analysis, what is this work, who is the composer, and what is this instrument? And nobody knew, because it was in the 80s and the instrument was just rediscovered, so nobody knows. But it was a kind of shock for me. She told us, that's a glass harmonica. Never heard about this instrument. Okay. So I wrote to the maker here, near Boston, and so I bought an instrument. That's the way it worked. And since then I received some other instruments, because you cannot tune it. So if you have to play with Baroque instruments, which are tuned a little bit lower, you have to have another instrument. So for each tuning, you need another instrument.
Okay, thank you for a second.